Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Pillar of Eternity. It's a dead guy. Crossbow, leather armor, relief gem, tattered journal. This small folio is torn in several places, and blood has soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice, and I've got my hands on genuine Angwithan. On a genuine Angwithan artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing, as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging into some ruins. But if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Salant Lys in the morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. I don't think his morning is ever going to come.
Wait, do you hear that?
This looks like a puzzle. Some symbols kill you and some don't, probably. If it's anything like the Amonitor room. Don't know the defenses or damage reduction, but it's cool that it gives me the ability to see those later. Or under certain conditions. We have not rested.
Huh?
So now that he's there...
Missed.
Like, I get 2 of those per combat. There's no reason for me to not use them.
That looks weak. Could be a shortcut.
Hatchet. A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. If I'd pushed it through, maybe the ceiling would have just caved in. And then blocked the path. You set to work. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads your forehead and your muscles begin to ache. Continue chiseling. After several long moments, you begin to see the light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through. You've lost an item.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
That's what you want to do. The Eastern Reach is a dangerous place full of lurking enemies and carefully concealed secrets. Enable scouting mode to move stealthily and search for hidden objects like traps and secret doors. How do I enable scouting mode? Like, it's great that you just told me about that, but... Scouting mode! Left off.
Quiet.
It's cool that I'm partially invisible. So there's multiple enemies in this room.
Yeah?
Can you... hit him from there? Did I hit that one? While scouting, your character's selection circles will start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Once the circle fills yellow, it will be suspicious. Character's ability to find hidden objects is based on his or her mechanic skill. Moving toward a character accelerates how quickly they will detect you. If you actually touch the selection of the circle of a character with your own, you will be immediately detected. You need to back up, and you guys need to run at him. It's disengage time for real. And you need to hit both of them. Boom!
No problem. Let's go!
Simple enough. So is this just an alternate path to
Fresh
the...
air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
Is Q still quick save? How do I save? Is this game autosave or something? I'm gonna have to look it up after this. Immune to web. Yeah, we don't even need to use the ability on these guys. Is there a way to disable it from this side? That looks like that ends there too. So I guess we're just on the other side. Puzzle avoided. Yeah. Famish spear spider. Hopefully we don't get poisoned.
Yeah?
Let's use that to speed up the damage.
Yeah?
Bats as large as chickens are strung in the webs. Bloodstone and a rapier. Spear spider leg, probably an ingredient. Oh, that was to outside. When targeting an attack, the percentage listed next to potential... I'm not done. Like, I'm glad we found the exit, but... there's still an area over here. A helmet. I mean, I don't think we have one of those. And 2 gems. Ingredients. Now we're safe to go outside. First cave dealt with. Really nice art style. Are these the painted elves they were talking about? 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus. An ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins. Ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in the midst is what appears to be a human body. Colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, even considering we're wizards. And he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out just like wings on some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
I'm wondering if all Qs in this game do that. Do all capital Qs do that? That looks kind of neat.
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
He's turning everybody to stone? If that's like their highest honor, then why doesn't he get turned to stone? For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pains well into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the ground, or into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to see a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end of the great pillar of a great pillar of Adrapice pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one that you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours, and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or they do have the cool cues. I didn't know if that was just a... I like it. At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. I know the feeling. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that. An involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures of the machines stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. One of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents position. We didn't rest. Heoden and Kalissa lie bloody on uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. What? You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. You're kidding me, they're actually dead? Your characters earn enough experience to advance their level. You can't be serious. Illusion of choice! Like, why did we save them? If we'd let them die, nothing would have changed. What about her sister? I thought they were knocked out, not dead. Are we going to be able to meet up with her sister and actually help them? I just don't even. Torture? We need to camp. Camping allows your party members to restore lost health and receive a camping bonus. Camping will consume a camping supply. We can have 4. That seems more fair. To be honest, I used to spam the crap out of resting in Baldur's Gate. You could rest after every combat just to get all your spells back. How are they dead? If we just come out of here like 20 minutes later. I'm really glad that this stuff doesn't take up the same inventory spots as other stuff. I hope it's not entirely like that. Like, it's cool that we got choices, and I'm glad that we saved him, but if they were going to die regardless of what we did, I hope every choice isn't like that. It's like, it looks like it mattered, but, you know, it really didn't. I'm not hating. This is the first time it's ever happened. I hope that's not recurring, because I felt really good whenever I actually saved him, because I thought it felt like I wouldn't have guaranteedly been able to do that. I don't think guaranteedly is a word. How do I level up? This is his character sheet, yeah? AI behavior, appearance. Personal.
Yeah?
Okay, you just click on the plus. Skip. Oh, okay, yeah, these. Okay, I get to advance. Points to advance. Lore is definitely super, super important. And requires increasingly amount of... Wow. That only takes 1 point, that takes 2, and that takes 3. I don't know how I feel about that. Mechanics is trap and stuff. That seems like it would be really good. Stealth isn't going to be useful. Athletics, Lore, I don't really... Damage reduction, receive healing modifier, bonus movement and stuff. Use level 1 scrolls. I'm kind of... I want to put points into mechanics, but I really want to max out lore. I could put 2 points into each of these, instead of just... Yeah, I think this definitely works better. 5-4. We can use level 2 wizard scrolls, and disarm difficulty 4 traps. Next. I wish there was like a speech one. +2, +2. Learn another one of these. Caster, +3 movement speed, disengage. Okay, so this isn't haste, this is just for one person. Dazzling lights. Calls a field of unearthly blades into existence, inflicting immediate pierce damage and hobbling them. That would probably be really good. Hands become so cold I don't want to be in touch range. So let's go for Ghost Blades. Or maybe Wizard's Double. I don't know how often I'm going to be using defensive spells, though. Talents can be used to customize your character beyond your class ability choices. Some talents modify existing abilities, but others add new abilities of their own. A subset of talents are class specific, but most can be taken by characters of any class. Conjurers, a protective shield of magic, dramatically boosting Wizard's deflection. Super Rest. Last 14 seconds. That's some pretty crazy deflection, though. I'm looking for passive bonuses. That looks good. Because I guess it is per encounter, but still. Allows the wizard to smash an enemy with a grimoire energized with spiritual energy, causing large damage and knocking the target back. That is a good amount of damage. Blast. Generates a blast on the target when using a wand, rod, or scepter, doing a modest amount of damage to all enemies in a small area around the target. Oh. Interrupt. 7 to 11 crushing damage with DR5 bypass. Accuracy versus reflex. I think I actually like that, so that whenever I'm not casting spells, which is going to be fairly often, I can hit people who are standing near them with splash damage. Level up. Done. Well, the first of many. After leveling up, you may want to review their statistics, open their character sheets, see their attributes, skills, blah 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 blah. After leveling up... Oh, that just went down there. The massive structure is formed with stone, azure, copper, and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with unusual energy.
Sure.
I'm so... Didn't happen. I'm like in denial. I wasn't even that like attached to them or anything, but it's so out of nowhere. Big cities. Take you 6 hours to complete your journey. I'm sure that won't be a recurring theme, like, too much so. They were basically, like, tutorial people that were just set out to help us learn the game and manage multiple characters. But, you know, whatever. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you liked it. Later, everybody.